Magandang araw mga kaibigan. Bigyan natin ngayon ng opinion reaction itong article sa ABS-CBN News. Tungkol ito sa isinampa ng House of Representatives na patong-patong na kaso laban kay VP Sara, yung alleged misuse ng kanyang confidential funds. Ito, magandang balita ito dahil nagsalita ang ombudsman na hindi daw nila pwedeng sampahan ng kasong graft, corruption at iba pang criminal charges si VP Sara. So, wala na, umiiyak na ang mga kongresista. Ito, title, Ombudsman hands tight, nakatali ang kamay on graft wraps House recommended versus VP Sara by Adrian Ayalin. Ombudsman Samuel Martires on Friday said the hands of the Office of the Ombudsman are tied and it cannot act on the House of Representatives' recommendation to file charges against Vice President Sara Duterte while she is in office. Habang hindi pa natatanggal through impeachment si VP Sara, walang maisasampa na patong-patong na kaso sa kanya. Yun po. Okay, ito ang exact statement ni Ombudsman Martires. We cannot file a case against her because she is an impeachable official. We have to wait until such time that she is no longer the Vice President. Yan po ang sabi ng Ombudsman na dating Supreme Court Justice. Under the 1987 Constitution, impeachable officials may be removed from office on impeachment and or conviction of culpable violation of the Constitution, treason, bribery, graft, and corruption, and other high crimes or betrayal of public trust. So yan, pwede silang matanggal through impeachment. Yung mga impeachable official, isa na yan ang Vice President. Si former Caloocan Representative Edgar Eresi last year filed a graft complaint against Commission on Election Chair George Garcia, who is also an impeachable official. Okay. So ganito yan. Yung committee report ng Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability na nag-conduct ng mga series of hearings last year, ang daming nirekomenda nga isampa kay VP Sara. Patong-patong. Tingnan ko ano sa may basta graft and corruption, plunder, betrayal of public trust, ang dami. So, lahat ng mga yan, ang ombudsman, gagawa lang siya ng kanyang sariling investigasyon. After matapos ang investigasyon ng ombudsman, according to Ombudsman Martires, pwede lang silang magpalabas ng resolusyon tungkol sa kanilang findings. Kailang ayaw nilang magkaroon ng clash, banggaan ng House of Representatives and their office, Ombudsman. Baka daw magkaiba ang findings. Kung ang findings ng ombudsman wala, hindi totoo yung mga inaakusa ng Kamara, mapapahiya sila. Kaya ang sabi ng ombudsman na dapat tapusin muna nila ang kanila, lalo na yung impeachment, bago aaksyon ang ombudsman. So, malinaw po. Malinaw. So, huwag tayong mabahala itong isinampa nila sa ombudsman kasi magdepende yan sa resulta ng impeachment trial. Sa nakikita ko, akin lang ito, walang bloodbath. Hindi tayo makakapanood kasi nagsabi na si Senate President Escudero na pag-open pa lang ng 20th Congress, once nga naka-elect sila ng bagong president, tatalakayin na nila, impeachment na, proceedings na. pag may senador na nag-motion, move to dismiss yung impeachment complaint dahil sa lack of jurisdiction, dahil kung anong rason, mapipilitan ang impeachment court na bobotohan nila yung motion na yon. Kasi nangyari na nung itong 19th Congress, nung June 10, nag-motion na si Senator Bato na i-dismiss. Bubutuhan na sana, kaya lang na-amend yung motion. So ang na-approve, instead niya dismissal, ibalik lang muna back to sender sa Kamara. So may mga requirements. So lumalabas, ang mga requirements na na-comply na ng Kamara na isubmit na nila sa impeachment court. Kaya by 20th Congress, July 28, mag-open ang 20th Congress, yun na, tatalakayin na. So ang unang pag-uusapan, jurisdiction muna. May kapangyarihan ba ang 20th Congress na mag-conduct ng trial, impeachment trial? Yun. Pag sinabing wala, edi wala na. Tapos na. So kung na-dismiss na ang kaso dahil sa violation ba ng Constitution or walang jurisdiction, itong reklamo ng House of Representatives sa Ombudsman, bali wala rin kasi nga hindi man sila nagtagumpay na matanggal si BP Sara sa kanyang pwesto through impeachment. Kaya malala ko tuloy ulit yung sinabi ni Senator-elect Marcoleta, lintik lang ang walang ganti, humanda na kayo. Dahil hindi nyo matatanggal si BP Sara sa kanyang pwesto. Dito, pag-alaman natin na si Senator Risa Hontiveros, siya pala ang author ng Senate Bill 2512 na gusto niyang parusahan ang mga public officials na minamanipulate ang mga testigo. Yung bang nag-coerce ka o nag-produce ka ng mga fake witnesses or fake affidavits, yung nagbabayad, ganon. Siyang author. So, ni-research ko dito sa ng Senate, Senate Bill number 2512, introduced by Senator Risa Hontiveros. Ito yung title. An act defining the crime of subornation of perjury and amending for the purpose Act number 3815 as amended, otherwise known as the Revised Penal Code. Explanatory note. The Revised Penal Code punishes false testimony in criminal proceedings, in civil cases, in solemn affirmation, as well as knowingly offering false testimony in evidence. However, it does not punish subornation of perjury, which is the crime of procuring, yung nagbayad ka ng witness, procuring yon. Procuring, persuading, or coercing another person to commit perjury. Perjury, yung magsabi ka ng kasinungalingan. Subornation of perjury, particularly when committed by public officers and those in power, strikes at the core of justice by undermining the truth-seeking function of the legal system. The bill seeks to preserve the integrity of court proceedings and maintain public confidence in the fairness and impartiality of the legal process by sending a strong message that dishonesty and corruption within the legal system will not be tolerated. Given the potential for greater harm, the proposed bill provides for increased penalties when public officers are involved in the coercion and manipulation of witnesses. This reflects a commitment to maintaining the highest standard of honesty and accountability in the public service. In view of the foregoing, the passage of this bill is earnestly sought. Risa Ontiveros, Senator. Okay. So, 23 December, ano ito? 2023. So, ang galing. Authors yan ito eh. Ngayon, ang parusa, sabi ni, basahin ko muna itong article ni Rob Rances. Sabi niya, but now, the bill she authored reads like a checklist of the allegations thrown at her by alias Rene. Allegation pa naman lang ito Anong sinasabi ni alias Rene? Scripted testimony, fabricated affidavits, 500,000 payouts, political targets, a condo, and legal handlers. Okay. So, ito yung records show that Senate Bill 2512 has been pending with the committee since December 13, 2023. The proposed measures outlines. Okay, ito yung mga parusa. A fine of 1 million pesos, perpetual disqualification from holding any public office. Yung mapatunayan nagkasala na public official, hindi na siya makakatakbo kailanman sa public office. And then maximum criminal penalties for public officials who suborn perjury. So, sabi ni Rob Rances, so if proven guilty, will Risa Hontiveros, the bill's own author and of course champion of its cause, be the first to uphold its spirit or the first to escape it? Anyway, bill pa naman lang ito. Okay, the real test. Ito, binabasa ko lang ang opinion ni Rob, the real test. Will she apply her own bill's standards or just will them selectively? Question mark. If this exact case happened to a Duterte senator, would Risa and her camp be disquiet? Would they hesitate to demand resignation, ethics proofs, public outrage? Kasi tahimik ang mga maingay dati. Ang nagsasalita lang, statement lang ni Senator Risa, yun lang. All others, yung mga crusaders ng truth, justice, deafening ang silence nila. Ano pa? Power pants, sabi. Pakapalan ng muka. Grabe itong si Rob Rances. We were told Senate Bill 2512 was about defending truth. Now, we're watching whether it will, even in principle, uphold justice or simply protect its author. So tell us, Senator Risa, what will it be? Will Senate Bill 2512 be the sword of justice even if it cuts you? Or will it become your shield against the very truth you once vowed to defend? And then move on as if nothing happened, as if pakapalan ng muka is a long game strategy. So, opinion lang ito ni Rob Rances, binasa. So, at least, ako, alam ko na, i-share ko sa inyo na may magandang bill authored by Senator Risa. Paparusahan ang mga mag-manufacture ng fake witnesses, procuring or manufacturing o false testimonies. So, ang tanong sa 20th Congress, iimbestigahan kaya ito ng different committees? I don't know what committee. So, yan, magkakaalaman na kung meron bang mag-file ng complaint sa Ethics Committee ng Senado. Ayan na, so magiging madugong usapan pa ito. Hindi pa ito tapos.